The Vergas Show is brought to you by Spanky Stone Hearth, casual fine dining on beautiful Rose Lake. Vergas State Bank, your locally owned community full-service bank. Vergas Event Center for gatherings large or small, including weddings. Vergas Liquor Store, where all the profits profit Vergas.
Make the right call. Call Hanson's, the most trusted name in plumbing and heating.
Hi, welcome to the Vergas Show. I'm back for a second segment with our brand new mayor, Dwight Lundgren. Thank you, Dwight, for joining me today.
Thank you.
Hopefully you saw the previous one, and when we're talking about a little bit about your background and the fact that you do have a lot of city experience as far as how a city operates.
Yes.
Yeah, and so you're going to bring that to the table. You're going to bring that to your council meetings, and just wanted to follow up because there's some key issues that I'm sure that you've been hearing from city members and what you hope to accomplish.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about them. What are some of the things you've been hearing?
One of the biggest items that draws most complaints is the compost site.
Is the what?
The compost site where the trees go and everything.
Sure.
Because it gets no attention until they light up to burn it. Then everybody complains about it. What people have to realize is that site is governed by the DNR. They've assigned us that place.
Okay.
We have no choice but to use that site for that purpose.
Okay.
And so that's not governed by the city, that's governed by the DNR.
So you've had people say that that should be maybe a retail or like a business spot or
someplace out of town where it doesn't bother anything, and then they can use it for housing or whatever.
Oh, okay, okay. And so that was given for that purpose. Yeah. Okay. And then does the city, has they gotten a little bit more control on the usage of it? Because for a while there was misuse, and so with the permits, you just need a permit.
They do have cameras and they have permits. And
okay.
I would say 80% of it is correct.
Yeah. Good. All right. Well, that's good. I think one of the things I want to ask you about is, I'm sure people asking you all the time is about the railroads, the train situation. What do you hear on that?
We're working on that. I have dealt with railroads since 1971.
Okay.
I've dealt with the DM&IR Railroad, the Burlington Northern Railroad, and Sioux Line Railroad. I've dealt with all three of them through their offices, because the Sioux Line, which comes through here, main office is in Winnipeg. Mm-hmm. And I've been to that office.
Okay.
But what I am trying to get through their heads, if I get the right person, is to change the siding system, which they have here.
Oh, okay.
And right now, the trains coming from the west, which would be actually north, that's the money train for the railroad. That one is loaded with potash, grain, whatever they pick up along the way from Winnipeg on down.
Okay. And
that goes to the cities to be dispersed. That's their money train. That one usually gets right away. What I'd like to see is that train is shorter than the westbound trains, because the westbounds are empty, so they're longer. So if they take that eastbound train and so not in the siding, that'll fit on the siding without blocking the intersection. Then the westbound train can zip on through, be done with it, and then once that westbound train is past the crossing on the east end of the
sure.
siding, then they can take off and go. We will have a minimum of 15-20 minutes per time at the railroad crossing.
Right. Legally, it's supposed to be 15 minutes that they can block it. And, with our emergency services and just, people, school, work, that type of thing, it is definitely an issue. And so it's good to hear that there's some communication going on. And then
we've got names now.
Right. And then our Otter Tail County is working with it too. Is that correct?
Yes, they've got a sign system.
Yes.
Set up.
Trains have just gotten so long. I mean, they're just hauling so much, and so.
Well, it's just like semis. The more they haul, the more money they make.
Right. Yeah.
And money is the bottom line for everything.
Out for a profit.
Yep.
Yeah. That's exactly it. The city and the Vergas Community Club. How do you see them working well together? The Vergas Community Club, brings in a lot of, all of the events that go on.
That come on.
Right. And which benefits the city. What's your take on that?
I think the Community Club is doing a great job, because Looney Days is one of the largest celebrations in the area. Mm-hmm. I mean, it outpaces Detroit Lakes.
It does, yes.
Yeah. So I mean, and it's good for the town. I've been approached by the mayor of Vergas to work together on some of this stuff.
Sure.
And I have no problem with that. I'm hesitant on letting go of anything, because what we have here in town is unique to Vergas, and I believe we should keep it that way.
Right.
I'm not against working with the other towns, but it's to make sure that everything we do benefits the people of Vergas, not just the businesses downtown or the whatever, but it benefits the people, because the people are the bottom line in this town.
People are the bottom line, but your retail businesses that are paying the taxes
Yes.
are what bringing the people to town. And so the community club really focuses on making sure that those businesses benefit as well.
Yes, yeah.
And so do you see the city workers, it does tax
Yes.
their hours and stuff a little bit more, but it's always been a really good working relationship. And do you see that happening and that continuing?
Yes, I visit with Mike and Matt quite often.
Sure. And that, the communication's key.
It was my bailiwick before. That's what I did. Was their jobs. But
right. And so how do you perceive growth for the city? You have people on one side that are saying, we've grown enough. Our infrastructure can't handle it. We want to keep our quaintness. And then you have the other side that wants to grow. Where are you at with that?
There's two aspects to growth. You grow or you die. Period.
Okay.
And I have seen 40% of the towns in Minnesota have died because there was no growth.
They were afraid of growth, correct.
And I think Vergas has room for growth, and they have the ability to grow. And in my discussions with the surrounding people and everything, well, nobody's ever asked us to sell.
Oh.
We don't know. Because I know there is properties in one direction, there can be growth, but it's going to be difficult because of topography. The ground is not level.
Not suitable. And you're talking growth as far as housing.
Housing
correct?
for people.
Yeah. What do you see
And,
as far as retail growth, business growth?
Retail growth is a real problem because downtown is an area that has no room for expansion unless we can buy some properties. And I'm not sure if these properties are going to be for sale, will sale, or anything.
Right.
Because
Yeah, we've got one main street, don't we?
yeah, that's just one main street,
Yeah.
and we got like
But we do pretty well with our one main street.
we do fantastic.
Yeah, yes.
And actually, it branches off. So with the like Looney Days, you wind up with 2.5 blocks of Main Street.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. And then parking becomes an issue. So.
Well, parking is an issue year round.
But that's the parking. Having a parking issue, I've always felt is a good problem.
Yes.
I mean, it's not.
They're gonna park
it's not
someplace to
convenient,
park,
but
yeah.
it's good. We're going to wrap up this too. Tell me a little bit about your new council. Are you excited about some of the younger people getting?
The ones that we have there with James and Bruce are the two youngest next to me. Dean actually Dean and Paul are both younger than me. I guess I'm the oldest guy there.
But it's nice to get some young people on that.
To get council there because I've been invited to a meeting with Sanford Health in.
Yes, yeah, I saw that they're having that, yeah, and so
I'm invited
and
to
it's
that,
just talking about the different communities and things that we've got going on, and
what I'm going to try and hit up them for is a satellite clinic in Vergas.
Okay.
I mean, it's been discussed in the past, and I think we should continue that discussion because we can use it. We have an aging population, and people are moving to this town to retire.
Right. Yeah.
So that's something that we could do.
That's a good thing. So we have to have the the facilities and
Yes.
things for them. So if you could get one comment out to the public today as we wrap this up, what would that be, Dwight?
Have faith in what you believe, because what you believe can become true.
And I think that's maybe the motto that you went with as when you were running. And I'm excited for your what you've got going.
Tour got ahead of me.
No, it should be. I appreciate anybody that is willing to give their time, their energy, their thoughts, to make our community better, because we've got a good little community.
There's an old saying that I have heard since I was a kid, that if you feel you're too intelligent to run for a public office, you will be governed by a lesser intelligence.
Okay.
So,
well, Dwight, I'm going to be looking forward to some of those town coffee with the mayor, and hopefully that's going to open up some communication too.
Perfect.
And you're going to know what's going on in Vergas, and what you don't want to know what's going on in Vergas, right?
Whatever happens, I'm hoping that I hear about it.
Right. You have a good day in Vergas.
Thank you.